Hello everyone, hope you all are doing good. So today in this video I'm going to explain about the React memo. So let's share the screen my first, go to the code sandbox. Okay, so before React memo, we will go through some basic things like what is memoized, how that things work. So uh, in JavaScript, let's we have an function and we are passing some inputs, some argument. On the basis of that argument, function are going to do some operations, and maybe there is a chance like the operation may be the heavier. So and after operation they will give you the result, and again you are sending some different argument, uh, different inputs to perform the same operations, then they will give you the result. But here you can and again you are passing argument but the inputs are same. So here what will happen, if the inputs are the same, then again they are going to perform some operation and they will give you the result. So one thing here you find like you are going to do the same operation to get the same result. So for that we have a concept of caching. So what will happen in the caching? So this is the mechanism in which if you are performing some operation through the function, then uh, that operation get stored in a memory, and whenever you will call the function to perform such operation and they will check like the inputs are the same, then they are not going to perform the operation. They will just return the value which are stored in the memory. So that thing, that the whole concept and that the whole mechanism is called caching, and that is also known as the memoized. So here one thing is have to remember like not memorized. There is a term memoized. So memoized means memorized means they are going to remember something, and memoized means they are going to store some values, some operations, some values based on particular input. So they are for that, for the same input they are not going to perform the same operations. So that thing happen in the JavaScript. And the same, if we talked about the component, functional component in the React. So functional component is what? This is the simple JavaScript functions. So in the same like in the JavaScript, in the functions, we are passing some argument. And the same time in the functional component, we are passing props. So argument are somehow similar to the props. So that so here what will happen, we have the functional component, and if we passing some probes to that functional component, and we are passing the same types of input, same types of input, then what will happen, uh, they they will store some operations inside the memory. Like if they have same they are the, if they are same types of inputs are coming, they are not going to perform that operation. They will just get from the value which are stored in the memory, and they will just return it. So that is memoized. So let's understand this thing, how that all things happen through an example. So here you can see we have the one applications like app, or one more component that is a child component, and inside the app component we have the state counter and the child component. So we are here, and we are passing some props, static props to the child component. Okay, so here let's first, when we refresh the page, you can see two things are coming, like parents 0 and in this child for the console. Here line number 5. So whenever this app component, this parent component get rendered, then then here the child component also get rendered. But we do not want, like, here child is same every time, then why we need to render that child component? So here, let's try to change the counter and see, whenever the counter are changing inside the parent component, and and the child component also get rendered, so we do not want this. So for that, there is uh, hooks, that is higher order function, that is react memo, that we will use here. And we can see here, react memo is a high order component, so we will just wrap up the child component inside the that memo component, high order component. Then here, memo component will keep memoized the things. If the same kind of props are coming, they are not going to perform some operation, they will just return the value stored in the cache. So from here we can see, like, okay, so initially when our parent component get rendered, both things are uh, both component are rendering. But after that, when we are changing the state of the parent component, this only the console of parent component is printing in the console, you can see. And there is no child component get rendered. This is only because of the react memo. They are memoizing the value or the input. If the same kind of input are coming, then just they will not going to re-render the component. It means they are not going to perform some operation. So if let's we will pass some thing dynamic props argument, like we are passing this counter over here. Then what will happen? Here each time whenever the counter will increase, so props are also get increased. The props here, the counter, are initially 0, first time 0, and when we will increase by 1, so this will be 1. So props are get changing. So here memo is not work, because the principle of memo is they will only stop to calculate to perform the operation when the inputs are the same, when the props are the same. So you can see parent and child both printing, because the props are changing every time. So that's all about react memo and memoized thing. So thank you for watching.